Hey everybody, it's Tom from Vehicle Visionary. I hope you're having a great day. I'm going to give you some tips and tricks for the 2026 Acura MDX. This will also work for the 25 version. If there's something in the video I don't cover that you have a question about, tell me down in the comments section. Let's talk about the power tailgate to begin. There are multiple ways to open that, including the remote. There's a button right there. There's a button on the tailgate itself right above the license plate. There's also a button on the interior on the driver's side door, or you can kick your foot under the bumper like that and it will open. Now you can always manually open this tailgate no matter what. But what happens if none of those features work? Here's what you need to do. We're going to come here to the center screen, go to Vehicle Settings, and right down here you're going to find Power Tailgate Setup. So here's what you need to know. First of all, make sure that keyless open mode is set to any time. That could potentially be the problem, but most likely it's not. We're going to go back here to the previous screen. So here it is. Power open by outer handle. Make sure that's checked on. The main thing to look at is going to be the third option, hands-free access function. Always want to make sure that is checked to on. You can also select this and go in and also make sure that it's okay right there. It even shows you how to use that feature if you have any questions about it. If you need to raise or lower the height to which the tailgate opens, here's how you do it. Let's just say we need to lower it down. You can see that it says hold to set height right here. So we move it to the position we want and listen for the beeps as we hold that button down. Now when I open that again, you're going to find out that it opens up to the preset height. So we're going to come back here, we're going to use the hands-free feature right there, and you're going to notice that it opens to that setting where I just set it. And to reset it wherever you want to, you just repeat the process again, whether it's bringing it down or if you want to raise it all the way up like that. And here's a feature you might not know about. It's called the walk-away feature. I'm going to push that button right there. Let's just say that I was standing back here and gathering up whatever it is I need, and I need both hands, and I just want to walk away after I do that. Here's how that works. So let's say I've done all of that. I stood there for about 10 seconds or so, and as soon as I walked out from under the tailgate, you're noticing that it closes by itself. If you live someplace such as where I do in Northwest Louisiana, where the heat can become rather oppressive and you want to get a head start on cooling off your interior, here's what you're going to do. We're going to hit the button to unlock, and on the second press, we're going to hold the button down. And look what's happening. Not only do the windows open, but the sunroof will open too. Changing driving modes is very simple, but there's more to it here than just changing the driving mode. Now you can toggle back and forth with the dial right here between your different driving modes. You can see what all we have here. The graphics will change on the screen accordingly, or you can push on the button right there with the Acura logo on it, and that brings up individual mode. We're going to hit OK right there, and when we come here, we're going to go to Customize. Now you can change a lot of things here. Now keep in mind, this will be done based on the remote that you have in the vehicle at the time. So you have 3 different options for the engine. You have 3 different options for steering. And you can also enable or disable idle stop with that feature. You can also change the look of the gauges, and you can go into ambient lighting and make changes where that is concerned. And when you go through your different driving modes, you're going to see different looks for the driver's display. This is going to be normal. We're going to go to comfort next, and then we work our way up to snow, and we go all the way back down to sport, and that is what it's going to look like in sport mode. And here is something I always like to show because some people may not be aware of this. When you come to your settings screen, your vehicle settings, you may notice that your MDX is not the same color on the screen as the exterior color of your MDX that you're driving. If you want to change that, we're going to hit menu and then go to body color right here. Now keep in mind, this only changes what you see here on the screen. I have to give that disclaimer because some people say I'm actually saying that you can change the exterior color on the vehicle itself. Those people have a driver's license, by the way, so you might be careful and watch out for them. But that's not what I'm saying. But depending on the color, you can change that. Personally, I think that the white shows up the best. You can tell me what you think, as far as that goes. And if you've made some changes and you want to return to the default settings, again, we're going to go back to menu right here, and you just hit default all right there. It's going to ask you to confirm. If you want to do that, you can hit yes or no, depending on if you accidentally hit that or not. And here's something that might be of great use to you: driver assist system setup. Depending on what you want to do right here, you can go in and make changes to all of your different driving aids. You can see that you can turn things on and off depending on what you want to do. We can go in here and change whether it's long, normal, or short as far as your forward collision warning distance. And you can do that with basically everything that is here. I'm not going to go through everything there, but just to show you some of the features and the functionality that is here. You can also go in and change your lighting setup, as you can see right there. You can see everything that is here and what you can do with that as far as the timing goes and how long it goes. You also have the ability to change on a couple of these from mid to high to max. Just depends on what it is you're wanting to do. And here is something that you may really want to know about. You're going to notice right down here it says remote start on and off. It is actually possible for that to be off. So if it's not working for you, come in here and make sure that it is set to on and is not accidentally set to off. And how about your door setup? Let's go right there and see what we have. You want to make sure, if you want to use the auto door lock, that will work for you, and you can go in here and make some changes where that is concerned with vehicle speed or when you shift into park. The doors can lock and unlock depending on what you're doing. You can set that up, but you also will be able to turn the walk-away auto lock feature on and off. So if you're one who likes to have that turned on, make sure that it is set to on so that the vehicle will lock and unlock depending on if you're walking away or walking towards it. And you can see some of the other features that are here. It's very nice to know where these things are located. While this is not a complicated system, it's still nice to be able to show you what is here. And then you can go into something that I think is very useful, your individual settings. We have shown you that already in the video, but there is another way to get to it. This is what we already showed you right here. When I push that button, that takes us to the same screen. So if you want a different option for getting to this screen, that's how you're going to do it. One question I have had from a lot of people is, can you take this area away and have this main portion of the screen fill up the entire screen? Unfortunately not. The only thing you can do is change what is over here on the right-hand side of the screen. Now, speaking of that, you can see that we have a couple of different options for the clock. How do you change the time if you need to? We're going to go right over here to clock. And here is how you change that. It's very easy to do. You can change the date and the time. As you can see right here, that's easy to deal with. You can change the date format. You can do all of that. And then we're going to go right back here. You can also change the clock faces depending on what you want to see. And there are the highlights as far as the tips and tricks for the 2026 Acura MDX. If there's something else you want me to cover that I didn't in this video, tell me down in the comment section and I'll make that happen for you. I really appreciate everybody for taking the time to watch. Please be sure to hit the like button if you enjoyed the video. Please share this video on your timelines on social media so other people can see it. And make sure to subscribe so you don't miss any future videos. Thanks for taking the time to watch. I'll see you next time.